Ebraso say omamu nsem amai hodo so nsem sports and entertainment eka ho a yaboabo no nyina free Oyerepa TV so ewo Kumase no ye de beto mo nyina manimo ya mo nyina adwo say mo agebre na mo hwe ye na nsem no didi ma akotene bi nie for Senate for to I was say on day ye hotels be me man krankre no labor force o monte ase a wa hye say adwada obi anko strike the atie e dey so man so for physical sem so e the mid-year budget no e be ko marahye bi fie na daban a Sitak ate atua teacher for mo chiade o training college no na ama asuafo na asuade no so bu afu papa say abaya nya bibia wo mo so be ko strike ama hudo so nsemo nepa mamu ne ate e de say asase bi adwiri ama dipa kum wo mo no enya agro and some of the doors afufuro bi eka yenimo ena anwumre yatena se no si akase abo ye de ba ye de nkyeremu nyina so beba ye mfa seda ema bose ba electric cars wode nkane a bulb ne wires ena wode bebo ye na anwumre afi wa pese utu kwan na akwa aburukyire se okosuku okoye adwuma ana okọ nsrahwe eno ani express group ena mudo beko make say akonya bia ba ama mo ampese moko Canada no hye working permit nyina account brese mo no ye de okira kwan ne numbers ne betudwa ye ka mo se nyame adma bosumi me de toso aduonu ensia adum ha yi Oyerepa TV ne Promise TV ne radio ye nim ha yi nonum ene fa nwumre ye bom pa ya to din petemu mpaibo ye dia magana nti ye to ya safra won se du ho a obeba na obeka ye ho me ka mo se ye dem live e wo Facebook and YouTube and so eka ho bitin de Oduefour Nana Asabre pinaman yafa ensem no kire mu embra abusia de kan de atom nim dada ya ye kire mu se snit adwumako no de atodwa se hotels ya eye oman dia o na hwe so no o de bi ma ankrankra ya ho nsem ko ba se Rock City ekọ tofie ya ho nsem bebrebe enu achi ne minority ye demonstration ATI nsem na dosom de abetodwa en se organized labor Oma adwumaku ahwa apade won nsem so no de krata ba bonten ka de akire adwumafo a omo se labor na se nyina se dwada yakopon ya adoma obi antra fie se senate for ansesa gina ya omo se na de obi antra fie na Dr. Anthony Yaba ya we general secretary ema TUC na busuafo centralfo nhemu no nsa ehyaase
Senate Japade ton ho daria enam so ma no ada Minister of Employment copy mu mrahye de ko tu dwa se NPR kraja to me say on ton Japade ni mu ohamu chichemu adiosia no aka mu bia ma TUC afrens mtrefo ne no mu eno de abetu dwa se entemaria so no Senate benfo ntwa sa contract ni mu Dr. Anthony Abatwetwe for paniema TUC echiremu a efri dwa de wo yanimi eko nyina e wo se manga na dwumafo nyina etena fi ekopim bra Senate benfo ebetwa sa contract no.
The board of MPRA issued a directive to Senate to suspend the negotiations with Rock City Hotel Limited. We therefore find it extremely difficult to understand how and why MPRA would turn around to approve such a flawed deal 2 weeks after the directive. Organized labor would like to reiterate its well-known position that the proposed sale of SNAIL shares in the 4 hotels is not in the best interest of Ghanaian workers. We therefore demand that SNAIL terminates the process immediately. From Monday, 15th of July 2024, all workers in Ghana must not go to work until SNAIL publicly announces the termination of the process for the sale of its shares in the hotels. It is very clear. We are not going to engage anybody. We have communicated this clearly that the process must stop, and Senate must announce publicly that they have stopped the process. Once that is done, we'll get back to our members and then inform them. But between now and the time Senate announces that they are going to halt or stop the sale, we are not going to do any engagement. And we expect all workers of Ghana to join this and send a signal to anybody that this country is not for anyone, and that Senate belongs to workers. And it is time for all of us to demonstrate that. And we do not expect any worker in this country to get up and go to work on Monday until we hear from Senate that they have actually cancelled this.
Iti Dr. Anthony Yabano no church former TUC ena wakasa nti juada wose se Senate mabon timbe kanchire se gina ya omasi se omoton sa hotels no omasesa ma obia enko adwuma na mobaka ya owra brana champion ne company e friend Rock City Limited omo na beto bia se obofamu mako enan ya no ho se bebre bae de krata omo de aba bonten ene se tintin to ntakredo campaign omaka se mupen omo na so entoa so ene Senate entu sa na mo ne biem nti omatwom ho e de afrimum nti krata yi ena Rock City for no e de abato abonten na busafo sa woka kai mu a na je se ni nyina ne tintin ne tetia ne se ade no nya ade se ometon biem obekoso ene we madi dwuma biem yemfa no mako na yentimi enkyerechire mo se de omose atwa mu krata so no omose de ekoso bia no omo gidi yese omutu anamo a na ya anamo papa ya omne Senate adwumako no etena ase toto niema afi ye koyanim ye ba ye chi ho kinyiwahyew ene ho kasatwetwie ne ho bibia no wo fi se ade no moto aso kra enye yie entine tentine tetia ne se wo ma horo mo nsa e de afiri ho se Senate adwumako no enya obi a wo ne wo ba ye adwuma no beto ama wo a wo sa company ne nto aso wo de wo madwene mu no na nka wo ne enyumakuo bi ene si akan no ene wo de nkunim se wo nto wo ba ye adwuma no na akoba ne se dia akura wase manya aka menwe anya nto anya ntua wo ntime ntoa so bim nto mo bom pai ma Senate se de wo ye bia no enko ye ma wo na wo mpe foforo na wo nye ena Rock City for e de aba to abonten a se de tintin tuntan credo campaign wo maka se mo pen wo matwom ho afiri ton a ye ton ye Senate wo mo ajapade no che se de aba abeto edwa eno no ti abusia ye nyina yesempa ye befiri honom na yakọ ensem foforo ho na de ene majority chief whip eye Frank Anodompre e de abeto emrehye bedwafo anim e de se brada bay bosum de etoso aduonu miensa Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam Anta oyo manso for hesikasem so e de media budget no be kwa akoto wo manim na enti se de o se present ade no e ma emrehye bedwafo no.
So that the business committee takes this opportunity to give prior notice to honorable members that the Minister for Finance is expected to present the media review of the budget statement and economic policy of government for the year 2024 financial year on Tuesday, 23rd July.
Eti abusa sade yewra Frank Anodompre kachre emrehye bedwafo eno nom na ansa na no na yedikan ene Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam Anta so for hisika so de nkomodada ama wate ho kra de akere yen se media budget na wode koto emrehye bedwafo anim ebenada ebe no dodo na ne fakese no ebehwe oman ni mpuntuo the friend say economic growth na fe wasa hwe bodwa ni apampam so no the friend say SMEs no so.
As you already know, the Ghanaian economy has faced challenges. We've suffered unforeseen shocks, but not just Ghana. Many countries around the world suffered similar shocks. But we continue to remain resilient, and our efforts at restoring the economy is paying off, with growth proving more resilient than initially expected. Last year, we were expected to grow at 1.5. We grew at 2.9%. Already in the first quarter of this year, we grew at 4.7%. We have not grown at 4.7% in the first quarter since 2020. turnaround in the economy is real. I mean, as the figures speak true. But it's also important that we continue to discuss key strategies and policies that will impact our economy further. We are living in a time of rapid change and uncertainty, but also of great potential. By leveraging our collective expertise and resources, we really can create a resilient and dynamic economy that benefits every citizen of our country. But this requires us to be bold in our vision, to be pragmatic in our approach, and to be united in our efforts. And this is why over the last 3 months, I've been trying to rally, all of you, the people of Ghana, behind the government efforts at rebuilding our economy, repositioning our economy to grow faster than we ever expected, so we can deliver the much needed development our people require of their government. And so to that end, ladies and gentlemen, the government has set its sight on creating a viable SME ecosystem. Really, our focus is to grow the economy after going through economic crisis and macro stability being restored. The focus going forward is to build, on the foundation that we have already built to accelerate growth. And to accelerate growth will require some bold initiatives. One of our bold initiatives, which His Excellency the President will be launching on the 16th of July, that is next week, Tuesday, is our new SME Growth and Opportunity Program.
Eti efa sikasem ho no de aba eno no ye be firi ho no abusafo be kai a keka kobosumi ni na teacher for mo kira de wo College of Education no wo mo ye se mo tietua botai ni nyina ne se aban no eno mo won kita ho de bi a aban na buso ya o mpese odiso eno achi no National Labour Commission be hye wo mo se o mo nkọ adwuma wo mo se gon wo mo nkọ ne yate ne se teacher trainees no wo mo ka bonko e from se Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana tag omo de aba betudwa se omo sra aban no anhwe ama omo teacher for no ama school ama kire omo de a omo so ayi bosumi mu de to so dunan e de esi honom de to so du baako e de esi ho se committee se atwa no na nokra na omo sa asesa na omo se dabi se aban no anhwe na wa ama omo ankwa a de be ya ne se omo so ebe wo so omo ho akire aban no na da omo si sa agina ye no mom no e na ye yawada ya ye busume de to sudu ba ko no omo si sa agina ye no ye nua ya obetimi ato ye nkrapa ye ne Isaac Anna e na wato ye sa nkrai
Baby a yegina yesi eye orhwe machia eye Wesley College of Education a enen ewo Kumase tafo impatemu ha na ena eye enna aduonu baako a akyerɛkyerɛfo ɛkɔ strike anaasɛ wɔde wɔn kyerɛwdua egu hɔ sɛ wɔntimi ɛnkyerɛade bio ɛsan sɛ nneɛma ahoro bi ɛne akade bi a wɔsɛ aban ɛde ma wɔn no wɔn sa ɛntumi nka ɛne nti ɛnɛ yɛaba anan aba sukoyi mu aba bɛhwɛ sɛ de nneɛma ahoro ɛkɔ so ɛde fa na arɛhɔsɛm ne sɛ mprempren Oyerepa news yɛbɛtumi akɔnfɛmi akyerɛ sɛ akyerɛkyerɛfo nsan ba classrooms bio ɛne nti esukufo ɛne nipa ahoro dodo a wɔaka nyinara ɛwɔ campus a mprempren obi biara esua na de nkyerɛkyerɛ ba kwa yɛsan nya bio ɛne sɛ wɔn a wɔn anuan ɛma esukufo ne de wɔ hɔ ɛne nti ama esukufo dodo na ɛwɔ campus a udidi a na wabɛsua wankasa wabɛsua de ɛne nti yɛbɔ anan ɛkɔ administration yɛkɔ administration no ɔyɛ ade wɔn atoto apono nyinaa mu college secretary ɛne yɛkɔkɔto no nanso kyerɛ mu ma yɛhu sɛ ɛnya ade a obetimi ɛne yɛn akasa nanso no yɛbetimi asisu dua aka bio asisu sɛ ɛnya ade a akyerɛkyerɛfo a yɛmprempren wɔde wɔn kyerɛwdua agu hɔ no wɔn asan aba classroom a wɔrekyerɛ ade eyi ne nsɛm ahodoɔ a ɛnen ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ colleges of education ahorow a ɛwɔ Kumase mantam yi mu medin ɛde Isaac Anna
yɛbɛfiri ngumasua mu na afei yɛtiasi baabi fufuro mu na Kwame bedi akon ɔno ɛna ɔyɛ obi a otu franka ɛde ama ekufufura yɛ from New Force afei deɛ ɔnya to nanum tuo sɛ kwan bia so afei aba yɛbɛto no December mu no obi gyina apre na ɔno so aba bɛyɛ ɔmampini na ɔno no deɛ no onyina wa amanyɔkɔ bi adim ogyina sɛ kwantankure yɛfrɛ no independent no.
So I'd like to share with you that here is a certificate for registration for a party, but it is a provisional certificate. On the 12th of September 2023, we submitted all the forms and the requirements that is needed for a citizen of this country to form a party, so we can also become a part of our national governance and contribute to the development of this country. As per the EC's own constitution, an application should receive a response not later than 7 days upon the application. There was a banker's draft that was also released and cashed. But that 7 days came after 12th September, and this certificate never showed up. We wrote a letter to follow up. And then on and on, we still did not get the response. On the 30th of May, after 6-7 months, we got a call saying that the application would be ready. And I think sometime in June, finally, the application, the certificate, which is provisional, was ready. Now here's the problem. If you get this certificate, you have to go through a gazetting system. You will be vetted by the EC. And it will take 3 months. So after the 3 months, before they decide to give you the license, in this case, we were prepared with our movement company as well, just in case we were delayed. That's exactly what has happened. After 8 months of putting this registration through, we receive a provisional license after 8 months, which makes it very difficult for us to risk another 3 months of getting the actual license before we can proceed as a party. Completely makes it impossible for the new force. And therefore, I'm here to announce that the new force plans going forward is to run as an independent candidate for this year, 2024. We believe that if we have to wait for 3 months and we're guaranteed to still get this license, we wouldn't have 2 months to even campaign or market for this party.
Yada so ayewo amanyosemu nano na MPP amanyukono bebo dwadata ewo Kumase eye Jubilee Park ye no oda owura Matthew opoku prempe napo adi se ode se de obeye Frank Atufo abede kire de ama Dr. Mohammed Bawumia na ebra o kasa no ense bi okaye baako ene se ohwe adwuma na na do danko Akufo ado ene Dr. Bawumia bo a mokwa me nkruma no kra no wode de to wo mototo ene hototo wo mo a enye ye babia na saase mo kan no mokwa me nkroma no akofa se bebre aba ama mo aka bebre e de akere uranapo ono ankasa de krata aba bonten a o kire se na nye se ebia e wo ka na bone so wo de na o ye ntotoye wo de ye comparison so wanka ne ya ye nyina ye mfanche
yati MPP croy ebisida I'm Russian and I don't go for it. If it's all don't cry, Dr. Bawumia or Beba, if it's where people go down. Ghana, Ghana, Bakosoma. But the government to call retirement. What will be sacrificed? We say, if we say Ghana from 1957, the new president be our Ghana chair and I don't go for it. 1957, Bakane, what form of crime in Kubado, what form of Obiad, what Bongana, and in Ghana could have been China, Nadu Dankwa, Akufuado.
Dr. Matthew Koprampa ne MPP for Pau no say Omoye Franke tumi abedi akire emako no asekobana so to abama ne dia na Ghana mampani abedi akire a otabo ne din se napo enu ababo ntaba pa chew say ensem bi esi na no branda emra na wo pa no hontoma na che wiase so na sa Oye Franke tumi abedi akire ama MPP no ensem a wakaye no wose say aha adwene into pa chew eno no chi ni say na nya na adwene esenko bebu eye mampani dada Dr. Kwame Nkrumah bebu ne mutia anase bia na mpanimfo a aman mpanimfo a Ghana man mpanimfo a abako nyina dabi a mpo wonua ne nana niwa John Adekumukufo eka ho wasenya na adwene kowa ne momo no na eyade se ensema no woka no omampani oteso na Donko Kufu Ado ne na papa na waye na wo da ne di woka se waye ne makese echa amampanimfo ahodo ne bebere ani no se woka nsem wiye no hu nsem bebere na aba ekira anyi nipa ne bebere de enti ensada nsayem opachew na wase wonu no ho e wone nsema waka ye no ho asem bia de aba omanfo enfa enkyem
Ejabusia de tie eno no sada na ora Kennedy ohene Japan enso kasae ema ode to na chitafo nyina anim se tuo enkotwere de twere mo amobedi na chi nyina se de obi amfa bibia nto nchen na party no osono kokoroko no ena monta na chi nto obi amfa bibia nto nchen eno chi no ena wo mo akodi Kennedy chi no emu mpanifo wa asante mantemu ha so ayensentwefo nhyiamu de atodwa sensema wo muura aka no wo mane ya adwene saa na wo so ka no so be saa pepepe
Chobai MPP o say yeah MPP o say yeah MPP o yeah MPP o yeah Chobai
Ifo ebekaya encheye ena MPP koto aba eyi flag bearer a obedi won anim na wan akopre franka ewo amanyosemu na eninmu ena nipa dodo na eginan omu ba ko a na odi mutintiman yiye eye Honorable Kennedy Ejapon na abato no kwa wie no na opening atimi ahuri ababedi mpempenso a wanya ahoden soronko e wona manyina mu na oba esante mantam yimu a peninga na woda no kasamafo lawyer Williams Kusi ena na oda won ano na nanui a MPP ebeda dia onen ebedi franka no achi ewo oman Ghana mu Dr. Napo eho ena Kennedy Ejapon afuru simpi na okasai ede kokobo na yafutu ema na achitaifu nyinara se ebufu biara a ewo mu no wonyinto nchen na won kambom
Momi amfa ekroye emra bi be kumasiro na ebinu bu afu mesra machitafo so min free party mu nkwade mentimi nkasa party ni yade a menkobi ana menkasa media meka no crunch na mo alternative no enyade a ebabua be no mienu ana se amadachi ti mesra moma ekroye emra yentem na 2024 yenyako
eninginti ene ya balo ya nchere baba bisase eye ensama horo a Honorable Kennedy Ejapon ede tu gwa ne futu ode ma wonyi ato wontim ana se ne mahofuru bi ewo ho na dan nsumpunti ene ma Honorable Kennedy Ejapon otu saa na mo no yenko na ye ne lawyer Williams Kusi endi enkomo
Kennedy position na will take after election and in somebody tu gwa ne bia nsesan the man in society say to abanu we are no kojina simpies no say waje abana to me free and fair. These were his words. They toss be on so na ebima especially at titafo no be fi say to abanu anya obekọ independent and so can express on the part ni ba ontimi ko independent and this achire na hu say odi alaji bo me achia on sisa ni position he still insisting on what the position he has taken say MPP ni in a sense your kan during the statement war Jubilee Park no o se be den na MPP ni na adwumadie kesese koso no betra ho no se me mabi it's impossible
osande to gba bio e kire se je ahoro a enen eye Kennedy Ejapon team adwen no obetimi di aboa ma bibia de nkunim eni te ho behia se na chitafo nyina rabo ho moden aka ho abom se de be ya nkunim di e betimi aba won afa.
And what I want to impress upon followers is say one, Kennedy there's a party ni. Two, abane atwe oji tumu say free and fair. The tosomi ensa or your party ni mapa. In fact, Kennedy is the most MPP guy ever today in politics. The MPP ni power, boy MPP power. In some of your country, Kennedy Ejapon So yanso I didn't yatias say ampa ono no visions na me di na chi enti na o kan say ya sabe na be enti Kennedy supporters na agi atum say the papa ne kan na ye di na chi your party ni so ba president or the party ni ticket na ba be ya enti ya so di na chi we are hoping say niema o kan disciplinary system ni ma we here be man discipline microphone with this new party leadership coming I am sure so mefa Kennedy Japan some no kan any bi nom de ya jumana ma etimetum ponse Ghana
lawyer Williams Kosi ena odesa ensama horo yi area to gwa medi ede Isaac ana
Yebe free ho na fe yakọ bibi fufuro mu na 2023 afrase omo call a nurse for ntete ene a midwife for ntete no kire se allowance no e master low ebra Dr. Baumia kan say emra na kakra bi ebetom krokro no nkae no asate aka mu biem ebi sukuru anya bi kura besi na ye kase wo mo sere say abanke ka na homa wo mo omo president eni owura Ebenezer Boatin
na mampanyina be de akire bontoa eni nua keto bi wo school nko bisa no yala wanso asem ono kwado so akọ school an ye no onya bi da ena mampanyina be de akire say onim ze ye ntua nti obema Ministry of Health ska na ometua yala wansa mayen ema May 22nd ewo TV station ba akoso Dr. Bernardo Kubo Health Minister echire mu say ye diskana ma Ministry of Health se omuntua ma training nurses na midwives o chire year group bia ni sikadodo omde be ma wo mo ema o chire say ya ye wie school last year 2023 yenso ye benya 4 months omde ka 15 months uko school no a was allowance no 30 months in 3 years no omama half which is 15 months and na omde ka 15 months ye wie school no 1 year ni omumde echi echre take exams se me no work say enti yenim say ja wani bonnet test so abefa na sentinka 4 no ye de beto to bibia di na de aye rotation no menua May ye twenya bra o send ye nua no mo school mu de ma wo mo no senka genso 4 months ne beba ama de as to bibia di aye adwuma ama yenam Ghana Nurses and Midwife Trainees Association Jimta ye Mother Association so Ministry of Health say ye koje dia so omo compile and list menim ti ombese ndi ama ye nchekwa ti ye de fan say asem de yet na wa ma ye wura June mu ko nanim kakra ye sa ko ho bi mom so omo da so compile and list eja de ka say ye mo break kakra ye wura July last week ye sign ko ho a still omo compile and list na minua list omo compile and one onom di tue bi ma ye school list and one last year omo di send bi ma ye in December so na list omo kan ho asemi and one 2 months ago omo di post here ye rotation CCA minua it list na kodi here omo compile almost 2 months omo ntimi compile ye hwe omo school mi omo ye 3-year groups mutimi di 2 to 3 days e compile omo nyina list 3-year groups e send omo sika ma ye 1-year group mutimi send ma ye.
Okay, enti se no dia na mo pesa mo ka kire aban e fa mo musika na asat na mo sanka ya no
menua medase se ye pese ye fa mo ka se fidie kesi isu enim se Oyerepa TV no Oyerepa FM de e kwa akire enim se ha na mpanyimfo ni tienti aba mo hoyi na ye fa mo ka se fidie so aka akire Ghana mampanyina be de akire Alhaji Dr. Mamadu Baumia se sika odema Ministry of Health so mo mfentua training nurses and midwives ka no ometio mo school mu di amwo mo ye 2023 batch ye bro 30,000 ye nuanom panyimfo 2022 batch omuso obro 30,000 ye nyina egu akira ye de no Ministry of Health etiso ya won fe ma yen enti on kanche Ministry of Health se animu ya omfa yen sika ema yen ansa na ya fe ye ho adwen ye de empene toto mpene no a
ye be free ho na fe yakọ Anwefutu electoral area na Anwefutu assemblyman ya wo ho nom honorable Kechireke Wusu abon homoden e de empa ye daso agi award the friend say delivery bus ni bi akwa akoma Anwefutu health center e wo ho nom no
Nyafo ka kire ke wusu oni sentrofo na na ebo nkomo e wa nwafutu abra ko donate niema hodo e de ma nwafutu health center no so mfa mo dipa ho bra e no di nsemu nse nyina tudwa e na wo che se anwafutu hospital na se health center na e ho no enya de se nipa wa nwafutu nko a nkura hodo atwa ho ahia nyina e ba ho beje ayarehwe eni nti behia se manfo beta wo na chi asom mo niema hodo se be yo mo so betimi dia asom o manfo ana se arefo a wo mo eba hobeje ayarehwe eno achi no wode de sade kese sre aban omanfo mu nsem obi di padodo mo ya doye se o mo ntro mo nsem na wo mo emeso eye anwafutu health center no asene na wo mba mu nkoye hospital ne ma hodo mo fama wo mo efi se health center no district mako ensia na hospital no esum wo mo omanfo wo mpotemo so e de sada kese pa e ma assembly member
after elections Dr. Penina Wahanam the Puyan said, facility no Punya, ward back who come home. Now, it's not saying that immediate solution at the master program. It's the Yabayanka Baha. The buyer who said, you are the admitting of her. The moment in sooner serious one, what's happening in sooner serious one. And you know, say, in Pimpino, ye be a betting days a source of how. I don't know, you know, Doctor Dimpo said, in your sea ward, in your franchise here. They won't be any bit in my eye, the Boboa program. And advance any young pesa and panel, now young family program. You have a Siam. Now, if you doctor said, I feel good baby, if you doctor not to come up. Doctor, nobody Monty, any papa hapa, mobile someone, you pay Wahano, there be a sanity, Baba Nebiti, a communion so. And to a my intimacy warden back on count. Now, young fa, Safono, a mass and man in uncle, Ushaha, baby, a man, Sabi, so I'm for now, a radius your mom, a posio mana, a bank, within, just out of us, almost him. Na yemma hospital na enya kama na ntimi ubia of course
ye be free anwafutu na fe yakọ special report no na abusafo se de enim no se oba ne be ma eware a o ma be ye baako ho na baako ti bibia o be ye bia no se de hunu no so mo ye ade baako ebomu na oyikoba na nakwa free kwa bonten ne omanfo kodi nkomo bisa wo se so woba obepene so na oni ukunu akan musika bom wa mana hunu usika ene ho nkro ne ba na anu ya omde maaye no mo amko na mo hwe bi kakra
oba ne be manya ti ase so mbetu na mo baako a de oba ma ne ye oba ne dia na de wo oba ne so ye be ma ne dia ene ye nua no ma ye ma menom emba e di nkomo ne bisa won se o betimi akan sika e wa abra o mukru no ete ho e hwe wo ma na cho de pen atotop mani ho yi ama me sister the man some da ya ne menka ne sa o to no makai me sika no hu se na minya adanti de ma sa mistake no na be ma na kwa bonte me do ye ni sika the bunch of chance, the little much was we chimney for cratch me be a to the mistake in the yard. And this over to say, what kind of it? Oh, my Piasam and I said, my Piasam and I tell me to number two. To meet me in kind of brab Matsu. As I make music, Bemat, is a bearman or bomb jetty. So more me jet to that, or by what's me this year. Because who say me kind scan and me pay chop money crown mammy, me pay bills they share my visa, or because I'm was skins on mammy. So what's me this year? Me money whom is sick as him. There be sort what you mean to mankind. I think it's not what you mean. And a man or many at so many at into who are there. Hey, so there was always sick. Or be crying one maybe I want maybe, or best idea for baby fufro. And dinner so about the young woman. Into but you say what comes to me, Mrs. I see. Met me a kind. Met me a kind. So I'm a giving your way. They just why and so obey. They tell me to me a car when and I'm yet. Well, who are about that? Jibia come about front. Yes, what about the shark on your transfer or quite a may. Bomb they said the Amelhu. I won't they said the American Canada. I didn't have a kind of way. Send on the bomb they said, so who's over the Cacao, and if I'm just the men one Babadi, one chiaka. About our meeting, I didn't tell me to say, Mimi Kumina, I don't know about. And I mean, with some want to them bonnet. I am bonnet, so I only go point to myself. Come so I had a more kind of dear me.
Eti me so me ka me dia wu. E ba twa me ka ma ni hu no. Enti a me ka ma ni hu say. Be ma no me ma hu me secret mu sa. Ma me hu me sika mu sa. Hu sika mu sa de ne besi. On say e bu on mama be me hu sika me breba. Obetimi aka e bia fa sika ye aduane. Fa sika ma nko to be yon. No de tell me on aka say bia odi sika ye den. E si dan the sika ye say but e say so oba no so proud de.
Debi. Wo hu se me wo sika me pesika wa mambi. Enti se wo beto se me kan so a e yankrofo ba yire sika na me kan ma ko firi ba yire no. Wo hu sika na o ma wa kohoma. E kira no aduane ma me. Ade e kira no aduane ma me. O me de ba ma ho. Da bi oba pa bosia wo.
De ma do na e kan se me ma ni hu se o mu wo sika obeka kire won se fa usika no aduane na me de be ma wo ana bombesia na me fa nkoye we mi nyam de be ma wo ebedru se wo pe won sika no ebeda ne manso anhwe ya na wareja ye tato ti so me ma me hu om sika mu pa de lalai ebi nsida oyekọ ba na ekwe fie ene medin
nti abusia ejina yesempa se obema okunu ehunu o mani hunu se me ma na so bo fa so se mbe hunu ana emfa mo se mbe hunu no ejina yefa bentran kwankwa nu ase na yefa tu ye ho fo abusia Oyerepa TV so na maguso amohwe ye kase boy ye twa ho ye ba sports lawyer e the sports ebeba e the entertainment enso beka ho
abusia anwumre yemo adwo na yemo akwaba de adisi no eye agudie mu nsem yaba anwumre bedi nkomo ewo krobia asante kotoko omanso ye Samba O'Neil ofi Congo where left-sided center back wasan area team ene the first training session akoso ya de honsem ebeba ye call Black Queens asue ya ombeba yonkofa kansie ochna ewo Japan Nora Hoptel akasa ede afa ho afe Wimbledon 2024 oko emua ezinema koye ede ama ebimobi ho nso a amfa amomon Dani Medvedev or out from the Wimbledon Open ya de honsem ebeba
to measure us against now top 10 teams of team you have, and we're gonna prove us now on this level of high performance. For us, it's the first test that we have against the top 10 country worldwide. I mean, we know that Japan has been the world champion 2011. We know that they are now in the world ranking number 7. So for us, it's a high-class team we face. It's exactly what we want, to get us approved in different areas.
Samba O'Neil a player now Emma Krobia Asante Kotoko ene on a Krobia aye training.
Samba. He's one of us now. He's a central defender. Samba, these are your colleagues. Guys, like you always do, let's welcome him. You should let him feel comfortable and feel at home. Samba. You don't know Samba then? Okay, I'll teach you. No problem. Ça va? Oui, ça va. Ça va, ton échec.
Asamoah Boateng ene Michael Awa Mensa na omusia kan ema Nations FC me no ka say womo ewo Accra so folk asuya ene medicals etodwa a ebetima kan chawo say amasan mfiemiensa e de ama the Continental Club Masters Accra so folk yenhwe mra na omoye mrante mi no medicals. Akaras one Dani Medvedev ya watcha Dani Medvedev I say Carlos Akaras edu finals na owie no na do tudwa so menkase Spain ebedi nkunim nyankopon bo akwasiada ewo Euro 2024 mnemom de meka ene say is going to be a fun game yenhwe Carlos Akaras. Joshua Zegzi mena okasai waye ne first medicals ama Manchester United report say wa pass medicals no enche Manchester United ebe announce say Joshua Zegzi asan fienum ama Manchester United ehwemra okokoduye na okwakwa ne medicals ama Manchester United. Sports ene enyumre sports lawyer ne ye dan ho aba ye ba na nama intifo e de ne gide kase etwaso.
Yamamajo amama kwaba adesimamba Nigeria kase twatwo ewo na wotwe mu ni medin de nanama intifo eno baroni Ghanaian female rapper no ne mema no ehwehwe papa o music industry mu sanse we rem ye pa no papa yo swafo anope yo bebe pie mu ewo yedwumadi so OBT entertainment so ena ani ni din komo ebisa ne se na de ntino papa yo swafo no want to gospel a or to on all rap na se or to wiase you know so gospel ne de nyi obi a obo Yesu di Yesu ne chese or to gospel ono akasa nto no nyuma oto no odutufo a eno nso ye form of gospel.
I sing me to gospel sorry me to gospel to praise my maker. Okay. Me rap na me so it's also gospel because I'm preaching the gospel. Say me kase erabe ye bi onebeboa Bible says say enye juma no me ni enti enye nyuma ye ka Jesus ni yinkwa wo na say you are preaching the gospel. I'm also trying to tell somebody say ye bi. Do you understand? And that is the same thing our pastors will tell us. So, and yeah, sorry, them encouraging and preaching. I'm also doing my calling in a different space. Yeah.
Okay. So is Neno obi anim say your plus size lady and also obi anim odu kakra na Ghana ha kame aye say body shaming wo ha pa say omodu kakra na ne wan kantini mu a e betwetwe wa ma wanka so kwa kwhye dem anase obekole akwa kwhye wo kwana wompese obepie kwana eno eba industry ni mu no na sade ne bi ekoso manfo etwetwe ne se wo so ogbolo pe obebi tina eno na ne oba ya ebisa ne se sansam no eba no manfo hye ase so omotwetwe no ogbolo ompe ne bebi tina no ha na no se ha no se ha na twentumi anko nenim ambedu se
I think so more trans body shaming me na me to me who me share me name you understand because me say na nyankopon bo me and I'm beautiful in my own way. If you sit in your house and you want to talk a lie, I don't really pay attention to it because if I made the margin call her I will not be here today. I will still be in my house crying. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, a man be wo honoma body shaming tino atare a opeso hye kra no ntimi hye empia bonten o fere wo twetwe ne ho efiri nipa mu asembe na beka kire na no pay
Oh, some of my kind say also believing in yourself. Love yourself. If you feel you are in a way that you don't like, then change it.
How will you change it?
You can change by keeping yourself fit. Okay. It doesn't mean say like this is what I want people to know. When you are plus size, it doesn't mean say to me and keep your own fit. You need to be health wise okay. Because me do, but I perform like 2 hours standing and jumping and doing everything. Without exercise means me yes I do. And so I need to be fit. And for health wise, for you to be okay, and you say for now when you need to be fit so that you will live long. But if you have a body size that you feel you don't like it, exercise, diet, and change it. And yes, idea, keep loving yourself and keep moving on. Don't pay attention to me and comfort.
Na ba music industry ni mu na so remu rap business ni mu mfinhie du pepepe ni a hsese waba na wanye bibi antowa ama no so anye ne dia na hsese ase waba ne nemu ana okobia ana so waba ne nemu ekwa ne nsansa sante enam so hsese ne 10th anniversary oba bedi ne die enam so or the album eba bontia enwum du ena wo so a enwum ne wapano ho kakra.
Year being my 10th year, I'm actually gonna celebrate the 10 years, but then my activities be brave, which one includes an album I may drop it, which is called No Manual.
Okay.
No Manual album. No, me release it 2 singles also. First one I did No Manual. Second one I did Soja Go Soja Come.
No Manual say she bia na ho.
Yes, me ba game ni no. Me she dey nyama bia na guideline bia me kase me faso adi bia eto me bi e bone bi e papa. Me my baby and it's like all those things no me experience and me film. Me do baby I'm doing for somebody who is coming behind me to also see say okay she didn't get a guideline but then there's a guideline now that I can follow.
Okay.
And with this album no it talks about my personal life a lot of things that make my film. Wow. And then I'm trying to put it together as an album and as
and if you dey do fear dey bia ye fa nimpa ba ko a waye bibi o music industry ni mu ana showbiz industry ni mu ana mpo se Ghana ankasa waye bibi e dey ama o man no na ya kana ho asem a kira mansan abona baso se wewu so oti ase ya kana boss na abokosem e kire amansan ena nipa ye body din aka na bakosem e dey a kira mansan the late playwright Oduefour Nana
Accra onye there say it's a radio do at a hip life high life but in the yehu there ni nyina na shasin oni
the late Oduefour Nana playwright won April bosom na da otodo aduonu bia kun wa fiapem ahakron aduonumanan okor Mawuli school owie na okoso do University of Ghana kosua theatre arts and sonwara osane kotua azesuano do kosua theatre management and audience development wa British Council wa Glasgow owo University Abrochiman London mu azesuano echi no osane ban inchi Ghana bachelor literature in English secondary school who be today Ghana Empire Secondary School, Methodist Secondary School, and Technology Secondary School. Osane Chaze with University of Ghana. The Mabri ni nara so no ye juma the National Theatre. Enfika krechuno. Obeye director zema the National Theatre. Watcho place who pia umofra zusiaze o school. Ajinimu abasuboze. Ibinyi in the chest of a woman. My father's song. Prison graduates. Enyi arupi. 2009. British Council International Radio Year Playwriting Competition. Many player were friend prisons graduates J Abasubozi. September bosom nada otodudwanan wa 2011 mu na owuba fano wa bra no wa yere sabia origi ayerehwe. Yankopon nkodwa mfanekra nsi.
Yede si Mustafa Champon ehwe fi ahomaso apromase Mustafa Moajo yefansi Oduefour Nana Asabre panaman ede ewie wa manone mididi ne nama intifo madawase amomo no hwa abra
Yabusafo yedi asida ebema the sports lawyer Baba Isa or the sports and the buyer and nanama interfold and so the entertainment and about the drono ama hodo so esemu and yedi akwa kudruin America mampani Joe Biden and a beto dwa se na pom no ahode no enni soro saa nti aba oso se gina na ato ama no nkebe ya onyai amanfo bonachi a na no be press conference o peso kire se ahode no egina so press conference no kura de ya mamanfo mpointie eja o maso agu no to no se tie nie
Democrat amanyeko ewo America memo chitaafo ne mpanyifo do na ene ne wo kyerese omampani Joe Biden e kamia se emfia dio wotwe baako a wodi no aka ho bia ma opani na ayemra a wontimi endi America mampani emfia nan a ese ba no enam so ama omampani Joe Biden na friends emtwefo de ababetudwa se o wahode a obetimi ato aso de aye adwumadene na asemsiri bi ekokosi ho ye se bra omampani Joe Biden efre na be de atiri Kamala Harris no ena ma refi ni bebia ni fia kokudunti okokobo omampani dada Donald Trump din se ono na ye na be de atiri sanso na oyi Vladimir Zelensky atire ensentwefo no eno so okokofre no Vladimir Putin.
This for my legacy. I'm in this to complete the job I started. I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be Vice President until I think she was not qualified to be President. So let's start there. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. You're going to be President Putin.
Yedi arahosam ene friend Nepal mamo ne yatie ene se asase adwiri ama enipa beburu adwiesi ande ba wi a edoma kwa akwhye yehu omu a yeguso a yehwe omu bibreso aprepra pa
Asase awoso ewo Nepal memu nam so ama ahyen nenu a ne nam Narayan highway ne so no amema kwakoto ensuo bi mu kan obi ama Asabre kase nipa bese aduosia na atoyenche mabrafo eguso a ohwe omu nanu mu ene nipa mienu a Oduefour di wo nwafo fi a wotimi dwale afri asuo ni mu eba konkon so no ekire mu se bese donhwere baako empa mu pepepe wo akwantu mu no ena esubran ne sanugu ye nam so ma asase wo so ya won hye no emuni ekoto asuo kase enim ni nyina mu no pa ban nam so de kokobo ma adehye dodo na wo omanim se wonya hwe yi pa efisa abrebe du sabre ya e kamia ense asase wo so e ne pa ne Asia man ahodo so abewi ase no ne nipa dodo na ato anom e won se do
ye de kasebo no asi yamfa aseda na ema bossebe electricals or den kane abob ne wires na abadwa so CCTV cameras ahodo stand fan ceiling fan wo hia bia na wa frey was 0536095966 oba dum so a prisons runabout ya so obehu yen ye ka mo se bosu mu de to so adunu nsia petemu empaibo no ye fiada ye tuensa fa obi bia se Oyerepa nim ha ye nyina ye tie gina bompa ye dia magana into so bra na beka ye ho wa pese utu kwan enko ba bia ko express group tiawa uko school anase ukoye adwuma de ukoye bia no wo mo asafo labor runabout no so ba ko airport runabout mo amo enkran or first light kanishi traffic light honum na fe tema community 18 Lashabi Golf station uko tamala ayana building uko sunyane or silver house uko takrade or be fast and also fast food ba bia owo the number no 055 555 0067 055 0067 fraya no ye bejo so na make say abisoko mo ampese mtu kwan eko Canada no we work permit eka ho bono so fofo ene so wani je ho na wa frɛ sisi 059 801 7343 059 801 7343 fraya no abe ye bejo so bedamo ase se wonya abre na mo hwe me de asede ni kabia ma best khaki collections matadi omo de pam ma me obia se me ho ayefe ampa me hu se me ho ayefe na me gina mo so ti aseda de best khaki collections de atepa wo ye bia ba bia wo bia wo frɛ na oba siesi wo kama no de sendo na so akwa akwaje me de wo de mane me na me kwaje ye the number is 0242 42 58 33 0242 42 58 and a 33 best khaki collections and no but damu nyina ma se munya bre na mo hwe me Oduefour Nana Asabre pina mani adumdum ya be se hye bim crisis mu nka mo nyina
TV, Efrinyame.